So save your worries, slide your loving. I can feel that good things coming. Finally believe that it's gonna be a bright one here. There's nothing wrong on the horizon, but I'm always in my own head. Yeah, I was getting tired of trying, forgetting every word that I said in all those old conversations. Turn into a melody. I'll be waiting for autumn days ahead of me. Those words that put me under are never coming back again. I like my beat with some soul, I like my girl with some heart. I only love with my whole, I don't know how to give part. I don't know how we gon' finish, but I love how we done start. So let's take a night to just be who we are. So I ain't got the time or the energy, unless it's towards a goal or a memory. And to be doing things that I don't really love. Only light I had was coming from the sun, but now I'm shining on a cloudy day. And it don't matter what you say, cause even if the sky is falling, I'ma do it anyway. So save your worries, slide your loving. I can feel that good things coming. Finally believe that it's gonna be a bright one here.
Every day I got a light one, yeah. Never not dated a tight one, yeah. No, I keep it 100 every time I come in trouble. No, we coming with the right ones, yeah. 35 can't play, get a bag on ya. Never with the games, put a tag on ya. I ain't getting lit cause my future too bright. Joey hit me up, I said that's just on site. No, it's too nice. No ops, no lights, new heights that we never hit before, and I'm feeling too white. Gotta roll like a road on. Major difference is the platinum and the gold songs. Whoa, oh, you already know. I can make your life a push star, press go. Say we're off to a good start, let's smoke. Blew the brains off the coupe, baby, explode. Yeah.
Shining on a cloudy day, and it don't matter what you say, cause even if the sky is falling, I'ma do it anyway. So save your worries, slide your loving. I can feel that good things coming. Finally believe that it's gonna be a bright one here.
Hey, let's move to that. Let's do that. Let's try to go off.
top so you'll become everything that you've been dreaming of. Baby, I've been in LA for too long, and I still ain't found a place to call home. Ain't no fun in making it all alone. All this glamour at Grammy parties ain't the same. Had me wishing that I never got on that plane. 'Cause now I'm stuck in California, just trying to get to you. I might drive back down to Georgia and wait there for you. 'Cause I seen the fame, baby, they can have it. It ain't got nothing on you. Now I'm stuck in California with dreams that came true. Now I'm stuck in California, and it leads me back to you. Now I'm stuck in California, I'm just trying to get to you. Took away my insecurities, replaced it with a bottle of Hennessy. Baby, I think that they all remember me. Mine ain't the same anymore. Sleeping on these hotel floors, thinking how could I have gotten this far? Ooh, all this glamour, Grammy parties ain't the same. Got me wishing that I never got on that plane. Now I'm stuck in California, just trying to get to you. I might drive back down to Georgia and wait there for you. 'Cause I seen the fame, baby, they can have it. It ain't got nothing on you. Now I'm stuck in California with dreams that came true. Ooh. Now I'm stuck in
Good point in that song to cut over to the stream. Welcome everybody, Gorgo 2005, welcoming everybody to the channel. Good morning, good night, or good evening, or good afternoon, wherever you are. We hope everybody's having a great day. We are kind of snowed in here in Cincinnati. We got somewhere in the neighborhood of 5 inches of snow on the ground, where yesterday they were forecasting 1 to 3. We have at least 5 on the ground, and it's still coming down, kind of trickling down. And if you look at your screen real close, you can see those snowflakes flying past my head. If indeed those are snowflakes, they might be planetary objects. I have no idea, but they look more like snowflakes to me. And when I look outside, I see about the same sort of thing. So anyway, I'll be streaming for a couple of hours this afternoon, and I am, as you all know, if you were around here yesterday, I told you the sacrifice that I am making in order to be on the air today. I am missing the live broadcast of my Bengals against the Buffalo Bills that starts right now, as a matter of fact. So my wife is out there tuning it in, and once I do have some input from the game here in Casa Gorg. I do have some ways of finding out what's going on in the game, so I'm going to try to be to stay focused here, but still keep up with the ball game and hopefully not be missing a whole lot of detail. But in any event, here's what we have on tap for today. We're going to be looking at all 3 teams and see where they stand in the postseason, and we will look at one playoff push, which has since been rather abruptly, let's put it this way, it did not end well. Let's put it that way. So I did have one team make the playoffs. I almost had 2, but the one that I had did not go far. We'll take a look at all that stuff. We'll do some historical happenings, and then towards the end of the stream, whenever that's going to be, I don't have a set time I want to end yet. If I happen to get done a little early, won't exactly break my heart, because it'll give me more time to watch the baseball game, or football game, I mean, and also to get in some time in the kitchen, where I'm going to be doing a reverse sear on a sous vide chuck roast that has been in the sous vide function of my new Instant Pot for upwards of I think it'll be close to 30 hours total by the time I actually get the thing out of the sous vide bag and get it onto a skillet, a hot skillet, where I can do a reverse sear on it, and it should be done pretty much to perfection. It is cooking right now in the hot water at a steady 136 degrees, and we are hoping to get some good stuff out of that. I know since it cooks in its own juices, I'm going to be getting some fantastic gravy material that I can use for some leftovers once I make a quick trip to the store tomorrow. Hey, Hulkamat says he just got a new TV and mounted it on the wall, and now you've got me on the big screen. Holy smokes. Shut it off right now before you break the screen. I'm really, Hulkamat, I'm flattered, but I fear for the life of your TV, okay? I have a way of breaking large devices. Don't do that. Okay, so, let's put it this way. If you just sign the legal waiver that I'll be getting ready to email to you, I have no idea how I'll email it to you, but you need to sign the legal waiver that absolves me of all responsibility for anything that happens to your new TV. But congrats on the TV. I'll bet you're tickled to get your mitts on it. And the Twitch app is not a bad thing to have. Any of my grandkids that happen to catch my streams will catch it on the Twitch app on their smart TVs. So that is if their parents let them watch my stuff. You'll promise you'll sign all the waivers? I'm good. Okay. Okay. Thanks there, Hulkamad. I do appreciate it. Well, anyway, looks like I don't have very many people in chat today. It looks like I've got, oh my, I was up to 22. Now I'm down to 19. So there were some earlier streams that got on, and they've got the big audience right now. Not that I really need it. I'll be in good shape regardless of what comes down the pike today. But if we have a light crowd, I might be tempted to cut things off a little bit earlier, so that number one, I can get to the kitchen and get to that sous vide chuck roast and get it reverse seared, and also to watch me maybe a little football in the meantime. But as we go along here, we'll try to keep you updated. If you can maybe help keep me updated if I fall behind on the football game, I do appreciate any and all input, because you guys are really good about providing me feedback. So we'll see how things roll and just go with the punches and see what happens. But we are going to take a look at all three teams. We will probably have a time or two to get some historical stuff done today, whether it be an historical challenge or an historical simulation of let's see, 1927 Yankees proportion. They are our returning World Series champs against all comers, and we might leave it up to somebody in chat to determine an opponent for the 1927 Yanks, because they knocked out the long-standing champion 1976 Cincinnati Reds that won several World Series simulations over a number of challengers, including an earlier version of the 1927 Yanks. But the Yanks came back and got them in the end, and they are now king of the hill, so to speak. So anyway, that's about what we have going on today. We're not going to open any packs. We're going to save our packs for Wednesday. And we've had some pretty good results on the packs. If you were here yesterday to catch what we got out of those packs, we had a doggone good day when it came to pack luck. We had, 2 or 3 perfects. I lost count. I think I had 2 on this account, maybe 1 on another. But the accounts got duly enriched. And I'll show you the proceeds of what I got out of I think it was a double perfect sale that I made on my main diamond team, the Flames, and I'll show you what I picked up with that stuff. He only got to play 3 games, but because I got him so late in the day yesterday, and he is a pitcher, that might give you a little bit of a clue as to what card I was shooting for. So we'll get into that and show you here in just a little bit. We have 3 minutes until our first ad break. Why don't we go ahead and hop into the game and see what's cooking? Okay, I've got my 3 Ace of Bronze tournaments spammed up. I do want to take a look at 83 because it's been running for a while, and it's getting ready to bring in another sim. You can see I've got 26 packs sitting in treasury, or in the barn perhaps. I started the day with 6. I ended yesterday's stream with 8 that I'd picked up during the course of the day, 5 drops and a 3-pack semifinal loss, and then I picked up 6 after I opened packs, 2 more semifinal losses. So I had 14 total packs that came in yesterday, and I've gotten, since then, I've picked up 20 already today. 5 drops from THF stream. I got a 5-pack second place, and I have a 10-pack win. That's already today, and the day is still young. So I've got a lot of packs I'm hoping to be able to pick up just from today's action alone, because I already have 20 of them stashed away. And I'll probably pick up another 5 later on today if and when DishNet does the Perfect League World Series. So I'm looking forward to that one as well. I already have my 5 affiliate drops, and we have a brand new follow from Pineapple LC. Thank you so much for your follow. Greatly, greatly appreciated. And that's not the only new follow that we have. We have another fresh follow from Card Lee Board. Card_Lee_Board, BOARD. So I don't know if that's a play on Hardly Board or whatever it is, but Card Lee Board and Pineapple LC, thank you both so much for your respective follows on the channel. We should now be up to 838 followers here on Twitch, and that just totally blows my mind. I mean, I never ever expected to have numbers like that. And check this out. Gravestock23, you've subscribed on Prime for the 3rd month in a row. Thank you so much. And you know what that means? You know what that means. Here it is. So thank you to Gravestock23 for subscribing to the channel. We greatly appreciate everybody's support. Whether you be a follower, whether you be a subscriber, it helps the old farts support out quite a bit. And we appreciate it more than mere words can say. So thank you one and all. Okay. And I don't know if you saw earlier in the chat, Hulkamat was breaking the sad news to me that he's about to break his TV by putting me up on his new big screen TV using a Twitch app. Poor guy. I told him, okay, I'm sending a waiver for him to sign to absolve me of any and all responsibilities for anything bad that happens to his TV from putting up this stream on there. So anyway, we had a little bit of fun with that. And that right there, folks, is ad break number 1. Let's go ahead and take a very quick respite, and we will get to see these words from our sponsor. Please stay tuned. Here we go. Okay, gang, we have returned from the advertising world and we're now in the game. And I'm looking at the longest running tournament that I have going, and it looks like I'm about to get swept out of round number 2 by the Chicago Wind Sox. And you may recognize the name of their manager. They are owned by Laertes 2. And if you're a frequent visitor to the OOTP Discord on various and sundry channels, you will see posts by this particular owner's alter ego. If you know your Shakespeare, you know that there's a relationship, a good close relationship between Laertes and Hamlet. Hamlet is this person's identity on Discord, and here in OOTP Manager Land, known as Laertes, by a number of different Laertes identities. Let's take a look. If we go into the universe, I'll just put in Laertes and you'll see how many versions of that name are active in the game. Now, I've got to show you something else too with that MG business that's going on. But if I just look for Laertes, you'll see there's Laertes, the New Orleans Crescents that are in perfect league, I might add, and killing it up there. And then we got the Chicago Wind Sox, who are in Diamond. They're the team that are about to sweep me out of round 2 of this best of 7 Ace of Bronze tournament. And look how many tournament wins they have. They have 264, so they've got a very, very strong managerial record in tournaments. Check out the other Laertes team there, the Crescents, with a 151. Now, I want to check and see if there is a Hamlet identity here too, which is, I would suspect, connected to the same person, and there is not. There is not a Hamlet to be found here. But if you look at mine, that 230 some wins there kind of dwarfs my number. I only have 233. But that counts the most recent win that I picked up just over the course of today. And as I never get tired of stating the fact that for each one of those tournament wins, each one of those wins represents 10 packs. And each one of those packs represents 6 cards. So you got 6 times 10, which is 60. 60 times this 233. Okay? It amounts to, let's say, I got to think about this for a second. 6 times 233, that's going to be another 2,000 cards. I think it's going to amount to like 14,000 cards. 14,000 individual cards that are represented by those 233 tournament wins. And if you give me just a moment, I will confirm that real quick, as I do have a calculator app here that I can pull up that it should be invisible to you. So 233 times 60. Make sure I hit this right. I didn't do it right. Okay, I did a minus instead of a times. There's the times up there. 233 times 60. 13,980, just 20 shy of 14K. So I figured out fairly close just in my decrepit old noggin here that we had about 14,000 cards represented only from tournament wins. It doesn't count 5-pack second places. It doesn't count 3-pack semifinal losses. It doesn't count historical challenge packs. It doesn't count mission reward packs. It doesn't count login reward packs. None of that is counted in there. So you can figure this number right here as a bare minimum of all the cards I've been able to pick up in Perfect Team 23. So not bragging or complaining, just bringing you all the facts, ma'am. This is Joe Friday speaking here. Just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. Okay, so anyway, that's what is going on with these Flamies as far as the tournament world goes. Let's go take a look at their regular season and see how they ended up, because I have that new card I want to show off. Okay, so I'm about to get swept here in about another minute and a half, but we'll wait on that to happen. Let's go into Perfect Team and take a gander at what the Flames managed to do. So how is everybody today? Hoping you're having a great day. I hope everybody's having a great day. Let me take a quick look in chat. Is anybody saying anything? Nobody's saying anything. Hey, but we're up to 33 people in chat right now, so I kind of expect it to be a little silent. Not too bad. So we ended the season with a loss, and that loss put us at 6 games under 500 to end the season. We ended up 78 and 84. And usually in Diamond, since I'm so close to 500, within 6 games of 500, then that normally would indicate that I would survive. Let's take a look at the overall standings, and we'll look at it from the promotion relegation standpoint. And here you see me right down here, 78 and 84. I'm only 4 positions above the drop zone, but look at, I'm 12 whole games above that relegation spot. That top relegation spot, 66 and 96, I'm 12 games better in both columns. So anyway, long way around the horn, I survived to make it to play in Diamond for one more season. How many seasons would that be that I've been in Diamond? Well, let me tell you, come tomorrow morning, it will be my 33rd season in Diamond. I will have spent over half the year, because half of a calendar year for us mere mortals amounts to 26 weeks. So it's my 33rd out of 35 seasons prior that I will have been in the Diamond level, which is the second highest level of competition in the game. Only Perfect League is higher. I aspire to get there someday, but if I don't make it, I can be proud, I think, of my Diamond record, because I've been and once I've gotten up here, I've only gotten sent back twice. And of those 2 times I got sent back, the first one was nothing to be ashamed of. Let's take a look at that real quick, and we'll get to it. So tomorrow will be my 33rd season of the previous 35 in Diamond. The first time I made it to Diamond, I was straight in from Gold. I spent 1 season in Gold, went straight to Diamond. Then I got sent back to Gold again, because at this point in time that I was in Diamond, there were only 10 Diamond Leagues. And those 10 Diamond Leagues were not enough to populate. And yes, I just got knocked out, so the ARTs 2 just killed me. So I lost out in that tournament. But anyway, there were only 10 Diamond Leagues. That meant only 10 teams would have gotten promoted to Perfect League, not nearly enough to populate a Perfect League. So Diamond at that time, with only 10 Diamond Leagues, it was overloaded with players who were itching and already loaded for the possibility of eventually making it to Perfect League. So they were loaded for bear and waiting for some old poor schnook like me to get up to Diamond so that they could knock my rump all the way back to Gold again. And you can see it wasn't a very good season. I went 68 and 94. So I got relegated rather quickly and rather hastily. So I came back after 1 season in Gold, and I made it to the playoffs. So I happened to qualify by winning my divisional series, and I qualified to come back to Diamond. I stayed in Diamond for look how long. I came back, I started back in 27, and here, okay, so that was 23 seasons in a row. 23 seasons in a row that I was in Diamond before I got sent back to Gold one more time. And it's going to happen to you. If you spend long enough in Diamond, you're eventually going to get sent back to Gold, because the RNG deities are going to see things not your way. It happens to the best of us, and also to the worst of us. But I went 62 and 100 that season, even worse than I did when there were only 10 Diamond Leagues up here. 62 and 100, the RNG gods were just not with me at all that particular week. But I came back after 1 season in the Gold, and I came back with a little bit of a vengeance. I have stayed in Diamond ever since, and I will be in Diamond again first thing tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. That's when the changeover happens, I do believe. So that's when I expect to be able to see who else is in my new Diamond League with me when I get to go check it out tomorrow morning. But anyway, let's take a look. Speaking of the rest of the league, let's look and see who's doing what in the playoffs here. I like to look at the playoff tree. So the Grover Beach Grouches, who have been to Perfect League before, they won over the Supersonic Snot Rockets in the wild card round, and they advanced to the division series where they beat the Waktabika Willies on Marjatin from Belgium. Waktabika is a town or a city in Belgium. So the Waktabika Willies on Marjatin just barely got beat by the Grover Beach Grouches 3-2. They took it all the way to a game 5 in that divisional series. So Grover Beach gets to move on to the conference series right here, where they're playing the Nashua Dodgers, who are also former Diamond champs. They knocked out the Levine Toros, an up-and-coming Diamond team who happened to kill their division this year. But they got knocked out by the wild card magic riding Nashua Dodgers. Take a look at it there. 2 wild card teams that made it to the conference finals. So the wild card magic is a real deal, as we've seen here on a repeated basis. The Regina Monarchs got knocked out. The Levine Toros got knocked out. And here are 2 wild card teams, or wild card round winning teams, that have made it this far. So there's going to be at least 1 wild card round team in the World Series. The Totskoy Nuclear Bears, they are carrying the wild card magic of their own, and they are former Diamond champs. They took on the New Barn Spartans and knocked them out 3-2 in their own division series. The Samsung Lions, who came in second in my division, my own division, the AC East, they came in second. I'm sorry, not the AC East. I was in the AC East for 3 weeks in a row in other leagues, but now I'm in the NC Central. So the Samsung Lions were second place in my division. So I came in third to them. I was perennially in third place, but the Samsung Lions were in the wild card round, and our division winner was the number 3 seed in the wild card, which means they, even as a division winner, they had to start out in the wild card round, and that's the Asbury Springboks that are owned by, and I got to take a quick look to remind me who their manager is, but there's somebody that's been around forever, Hippen Knee Doc. Sounds like an orthopedic surgeon to me, but Hippen Knee Doc got knocked out by the Oxford Rebels, who were either the first seed or the second seed in the entire conference. And the Ole Miss Oxford Rebels, Ole Miss being the university in the town of Oxford, Mississippi, they just barely squeaked by the Asbury Springboks to make it to their conference final. So that's 1 division winner there up against a wild card winner here, the Totskoy Nuclear Bears. And the Nuclear Bears have been to Perfect League before. I'm not so sure about the Oxford Rebels. Let me take a look at their record. And I do not see a Diamond League championship. I see a silver level championship up there, but they have not been to Perfect League. So that IGABMA is looking to manage his team all the way to Perfect League glory. So wishing the best of luck to everybody remaining in our playoffs here in Diamond 364. But these are the final 4, the terrific trio plus 1, I guess you could call them, that have made it. 3 of them wild cards. That's what I mean by the terrific trio. 3 of these 4 teams are wild card round winning teams, and they've ridden the magic all the way through. So let's see who walks out of here with a World Series and gets to run up to Perfect League and get the wrath of Perfect League taken out upon their poor little old lonely selves. I can say that with some certainty because we send over 40 teams, I believe, to make it up to, wait, no. I think we send, I got to think about this for a minute. 4, 16. We send. I forget how many Diamond Leagues there are. Hey, Fluffy Kitty Ninja Show. Thank you so much, Kamish. And welcome, Raiders. Kamish, hope you had a great stream. I got to catch part of it on my way over here to get things started. But we got snowed in a little bit today, so it took me a while to travel from hither to yon and back again. So thanks, everybody, for coming in. And welcome, Raiders. It's good to see everybody. We're up to closer to 100 now in chat, which is good to see. Very good to see. So thank you much, everybody. We have a good 13 minutes or so until our next ad break. But that's what's going on in my league, Diamond 364. If any of you people in chat see yourselves in here or see somebody that you know, take a quick peek, because I'm about to close down these playoffs in Diamond 364 and move on to some other things. Grover Beach Grouches, okay, they're still alive and fighting for a World Series spot, but they are down 1-0 to the Nashua Dodgers, who have also won Diamond themselves, 1-0. And both of these teams are wild card round winning teams. So the wild card magic being a real thing, a very real thing, because look at the Totskoy Nuclear Bears. They're riding their own brand of wild card magic all the way from back here up here to the conference series. So 3 of the final 4 teams are wild card round teams. Only these Oxford Rebels, flying under the Ole Miss logo, they were division winners and the only surviving division winner of the teams that are remaining in the playoffs in Diamond 364. So it's good to see that. And here we have another sim coming in. Sim, salabim. Let me see if it stays here or if it takes me back to my home screen. I'm sure it'll take me back to my home screen, which it did. So let's get back into this stuff. And we are looking at the playoff tree. Yeah, okay, so I didn't have to go too far to get back. So the Oxford Rebels took game 1 of their series against Totskoy and the Nuclear Bears. The Nashua Dodgers jumped out to a 2-zip lead over the Grover Beach Grouches. So we'll see how that all plays out over the course of today. And maybe we'll get to see something happen. Maybe we won't. We'll have to wait and see. Because like I said, I'm making a severe sacrifice being here today. But I do have a vested interest because I do have at least one grandchild watching me today. Okay? I know that I've got at least one of my grandkids watching me today. So we are on for, if for nothing else but that purpose, but also to give you guys some drops if you still need some drops. But I could be watching my Bengals right now against my not so much the Bills, but it's going to be an exciting ball game. I'm pretty sure. Because if you go back in the history here, you remember that the Bills had somebody on the field. His name is Damar Hamlin, whose heart stopped on the field of Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. They revived him, got him to University of Cincinnati Hospital, the medical center, which is a grade 1 trauma facility, the highest rated one in the entire area. And they brought him back so that he was able to be released from UC Hospital in about a week. He got to fly back to Buffalo. He was in a hospital up there for a couple more days for further testing, and then he got discharged from up there. And he's supposed to be at the game today. So I'll have to look for some footage of folks meeting up with Damar Hamlin at the Buffalo Bills Cincinnati Bengals ball game up in Buffalo. And the Bengals crowd was traveling pretty well. There were quite a number of thousands of people who were going to be making the trip up to Buffalo. It's about a 7-hour drive, so it should be a fun matchup. But of course, the fact that Damar Hamlin is doing so well right now, it relieves a lot of weight from everybody's shoulders, whether you be a Bills fan, a Bengals fan, or just a football fan in general. The young man survived, and it looks like he's going to be fine. But he's just going to have a little bit of a recovery road ahead of him. which is not a surprise considering that the guy's heart stopped and they had to bring him back. So anyway, okay, EVC and NYC, thanks for stopping in. We appreciate you being here. The Ma Redders made the playoffs this week at least. Okay, so I'll continue to battle against the Fernando Maniacs next week. If we end up in the same league, and I see Lowry 6850 showing up in there. So thanks everybody. I appreciate everybody stopping in to say hi to the old fart. Okay, let me take a very, very quick look and see if there's anything cooking in the ball game yet. Oh my word. The Bengals have jumped ahead to a 14-0 lead. And there's still less than 2 minutes left in quarter number 1. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Because, oh no, we have to make a trip now to Kansas City again if we win this game. If we win this game, we get to play Kansas City in Kansas City. But everybody remembers what happened the last time we were there. Was the AFC Championship last season. And who walked out of there with a Super Bowl berth? Wasn't the Chiefs. Nope. So, 14-0. Let's go. And in fact, let me take a look here. The Bengals have the ball on their own 45-yard line, 46-yard line, and they are moving the ball down the field and trying to see what they can get out of it. Lou Anarumo's defense is doing their job on the Bills, and Coach Zach Taylor, who is also the offensive coordinator, he's the offensive play caller. He's pulling the right levers and pushing the right buttons, but he's ahead 14-0 in the first quarter. I don't think Buffalo is anywhere near dead. They are going to find a remedy to some of that stuff that's facing them, and they are going to come back. I'm confident of that. So, yeah, it's way too early to be able to tell anything, but that 14-0 in our favor, that speaks a little bit for my boys, and we hope that they do well. All right, so we are going to move on and take a look at team number 2, which is my theme team, the one that EVC made a reference to. I do need to maybe take a look. I have to spam another Ace of Bronze because I got the notice already that Laertes 2 cut short my trip in that one tournament, that 83 tournament. I got knocked out in the second round. So I do need to spam another Ace of Bronze. There it is. And we are now in the running there. Okay. So I've got a little bit of a gap running here. Oh, I forgot to show you my new player. Let's jump back and see him real quick. He got to play in 3 different ball games. And he didn't do too badly in those 3 little ball games he was in. If you have already been in the Diamond Chat in OOTP's Discord, the official Discord, you would have seen how we're doing, okay, with this new guy. So let me get to the pitching staff because he is a pitcher. It's this dude right here. I got Mo Rivera last night. I finally got his mission done. With the proceeds, I had $40K alone from those 2 perfect cards that I drew on this account. So I had $40K there plus a little bit more. I was able to spend, I believe it was like $60K more to finish out the mission. And this card's got a value of twice what I paid for that last card, okay? I already had drawn most of the rest of the others. So that $60K was all I needed to finish out the Mo Rivera pitching mission for CC5, Cooperstown Club 5, the relievers mission, and Mariano Rivera was the topper there. But take a look-see right here. He had 3 appearances. He only was able to get in 3 appearances before the end of the season because of the lateness in which I picked him up and added him to my club. But with those 128 and 116 and 103 numbers, doggone right he's going to be a good reliever. So his first appearance, he went 2/3 of an inning. He got 2 outs. He gave up 2 hits. His weakest showing of the season, he did give up a run, but it was unearned because of an error that transpired over the course of that inning. But if you look at his overall ERA as time goes by, he has yet to give up an earned run in what amounts to 2.2 total innings of work. So he had 3 appearances, gave up 3 hits total, 1 unearned run in that stretch, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts, 3 ground balls, 2 flyouts. He faced 5 batters in the first game, 3 batters, and then 3 batters in the next 2 appearances. 14 pitches, 7 pitches, 11 pitches. So for a grand total of 32 pitches and to have a 0.00 ERA, heck yes, I'll take it. I want to see what this guy does in a full season of play. I cannot wait to see how Mo Rivera does for my Flames. Okay? Very, very hopeful. Anything in chat, okay? DishNet34, good to see you there, buddy. Okay, by the way, you still have a voice. You're going to be canceling the main channel stream tonight. Oh, you are. Okay. Well, thank you for that heads up there, Dish, and I hope that you're feeling better soon, bub, because I'll tell you, everybody here appreciates your efforts on our pack earning behalves, shall we say. So if you're going to be needing to cancel tonight, I understand fully. So I still have 20 packs today, so I can't. Do I have any room to complain? I'm doing really, really well in my pack ventures. Okay. So you're not doing too bad. Okay. All right. Yeah. Oh, you're saying that my 20 packs isn't bad, and that's early in the day. I have a 10-pack win, a 5-pack second place, and I got 5 drops off of THF's stream. And I did. I got to. I got to think. I got to Fluffy Kitty Ninjas a little later after THF already gave me all 5 of my drops, and I spent a little bit of time hanging out on the Fluffy Kitty Ninjas stream before I had to come over here and get my own started. But I do believe, yeah, I can see, yeah, right, there's nothing else going on there. Is Heath DG in the chat yet? Is Heath DG anywhere in chat? I gotta wonder. Yes, he is. Heath DG, if you are listening, good sir, did you try out that Friday the 13th killer puzzle yet? I got to tell you guys about this. Hey, there he is. Have you tried out the Friday the 13th game yet? Because the Steam store on PC. Yeah, you like it. Good. Yes, it's a fun game. There is a free game running on Twitch, on Twitch, but on Steam. It is free only until January 26th. And then the game will disappear from the Steam store entirely. Okay? They are offering it for free for now until the game is totally gone from the Steam store and will be discontinued. So, the game is called Friday the 13th Killer Puzzle. And what it is, it's a series of little logic things that you have to do in order to get Jason to his next victim. And there are 2 little side games that take place within the, because they have one particular facet of the game where you can play through different levels. You can play through different levels and advance your levels as you go along. And for each kill that you get in, you get something called bloodlust. And a decapitated mama shows up in the corner, the upper left corner of the screen, to grant you some extra bloodlust on occasion, also to maybe give you a little piece of sage advice from level to level as you move along. So that's one part of the game. You have to figure out the logic puzzles to get to your next victim. Then there's another facet called the daily death. And it's a daily puzzle that you have to get through in order to win progression in that particular series of events. So there, if you get, I think, up to 13 notches in a row on the daily death tally board there, then you get some sort of a prize at the end of the 13th, and then I think it resets it at the beginning again. You have to go through another 13. But it's kind of funny. You can set your gore level to either be practically non-existent or set it for full on blood. Okay, but it's not. The graphics are kind of crude. It doesn't take up that much memory. It takes up less than 1 gig of memory on your machine. But Friday the 13th Killer Puzzle is for free if you are in the Steam game store, and you can pick it up by looking for it and then load it on your machine, and it's yours to keep forever. So yes. Heath DG says, nice little tactical puzzles. I think you can turn down the gore. Yes, you can turn down the gore. You can make it PG-13 or turn it up to full blood. But yes, yeah, Dukeston 1111, it is morbid. I do agree. I'm not really a fan of the horror genre either, but I refuse to take it too terribly seriously while I'm playing it, because I'm playing it more for the logic puzzle angle of it. What do I have to do to get to my next victim? So, so interesting little thing. Yep, you can turn down the gore. Yep. Well, anyway, let's get out of here. I think getting back to the game, you see the nice new card that I picked up. I'm really, really hopeful to see some nice stuff come out of this Mo Rivera card come its first full season starting tomorrow morning. So as we get out of here and get ready to jump, fire in the hole. Okay, let's see. Okay, the 3 tournament slots are all spammed up. Let's log out of here and go over and see what my theme team did in bronze over here. What do we have? Another brand new raid on the channel. THF, we were just talking about you, buddy. Thank you for your raid on the channel, and welcome to you raiders. This is the second raid that's come in. Fluffy Kitty Ninjas came in with a raid, and now THF, who granted me my 5 drops very early on in the day. Thanks everybody for coming in and spending time with the old fart today. We greatly appreciate it. We are now in triple digits on folks in the channel, so we appreciate each and every one of you being here. And if you don't have all your drops yet, please stick around, because we'll help you get some more of them. All right, let me get going here. I need to remember my password on this account, and that should be it. Oh, that's my original account. I don't want that. I want my second account. Duh. Let's try it again. Ooh, little glitch in the sound there, I heard. Okay, I need some Ace of Iron spamming, so let me get going on that. Okay, let's jump in and see what my Redders have done. And we've picked up 9 packs here since yesterday, so this outfit isn't doing too bad either. 3 semifinal losses in Ace of Iron. So they've got 3 times 3 packs to get the 9 in addition to the ones that they finished up ripping yesterday. So let's go in and see what these guys are up to. A sim is happening. This is my one and only team that made playoffs, but they got knocked out rather early in the running. I do believe they were knocked out by our division champ, who was the number 3 seed in the that is of all the divisional winners. The Negro League All-Stars kind of made short work of me. They won the division by 1 game over the Playa de las Pulgas. These are all theme teams. Negro League is a theme team of its own. They have all Negro League cards, so they are pretty OP. They should be on their way now to silver and get the heck out of bronze and leave bronze to teams like mine that don't really have that strong a set of cards just yet. So anyway, let's see what the playoff tree looks like. Let me get there. Looking at the playoff tree. There we go. So over here is where I was. Oh, it looks like, okay, the Negro League All-Stars are going to advance to silver. They are playing the New York Metropolitans, who are a Mets-related theme team. the Metropolitans took out the Playa de las Pulgas. They were wild card. They were second in my division. So we had 3 teams from our division that made the wild card round, and one of them is still surviving, and that is the division champ Negro League All-Stars. So they knocked out 3-0 the Iconium Copperheads. I don't know what Iconium's theme is, but they got swept by the Negro League All-Stars 3-0 as far as the theme team stuff goes. And this is one of, I believe, 2 different theme teams that EVC helps pull together, and many props and much appreciation to EVC and NYC2 for his tireless efforts in promoting this particular effort of theme teams and keeping them rolling and keeping them all coordinated. So anyway, over here, the Appalachians, let's see, what is it now? I forget the full name of that team. Let me see. They have a first name. Yeah, the East Tennessee Appalachians. Okay, they are a theme team, and they are fighting for a World Series slot. So we have 2 of the 4 teams are wild card round teams. So the Negro League All-Stars over here that started way back here, and here we got the East Tennessee Appalachians that are on this side of the table, and they started out in the wild card round as well. The Baltimore Oh My Ohs, they were a stronger league division winner than the other division winner over here, who I think was probably those East Tennessee Appalachians. I think they won their division. But here's the Fernando Maniacs of EVC and NYC. That's his outfit. But they did not win their division series, so I get to spend another season at the same level with the Fernando Maniacs. Okay? So EVC and NYC will be sticking around bronze for one more season at least, as will I. This is my first season in the playoffs, second season altogether with a theme team. So let's look and see what all the standings came out as. There's EVC and NYC and it's Fernando Maniacs right there. Fernando Valenzuela and his teammates from various iterations of Fernando. Then down here we got the Stargell Stars. It's the Stargell Stars that won their division, okay? As opposed to, there's the East Tennessee Appalachians. They came in second in their division. It's the Oh My Ohs that won their division, okay? So, yeah, the Stargell Stars were the number 3 seed division winner. They and the Wampanoag Trailblazers were the representatives from the Central Division on that side of the table. I was over here, and all 3 teams in my division that qualified for the playoffs all came from my division. And there was a 4th team up here, the Brooklyn Bandits, who were the 4th wild card team. Iconium and the New York Metropolitans. Space Lion Bear, that guy's around everywhere. He has another team. Space Lion Bear has another team over here on this side. I forget who he has. Who does he have? I'm looking for another Space Lion Bear team over here. And here, well, let's see. Let's find him. That's EVC. Now, where's the... There was another Space Lion Bear team. Maybe I passed him by. I'm looking in parentheses. Oh, that's Space Lion Bear right there. He's got the East Tennessee Appalachians. So he had 2 different teams that made playoffs. Yikes. So, yeah, his Space Lion Bear team is here. He has the Appalachians. And he also had... Who was it up here? The Iconium Copperheads? No, New York. He had the New York Metropolitans. Okay, so we had 2 different teams that made it to the playoffs. And he's looking to maybe make his way up to the silver level. And it looks like right now, both of his teams are going to qualify to move up to silver. Because these are him and these are his. Okay? He's got the Appalachians and he's got the Metropolitans. So It'll be good to get Space Lion Bear up to his level of competition, which is going to be up in silver next time around, and leave little old EVC and NYC and my little old bronze self. It'll leave us up to duke it out for next season and see who's going to get to move up to silver out of our bunch. So it'll be fun to see how everything plays out of this, because I'm improving my team little by little, seems like all the time. Who do I have on my team? Because as I said before, the Cincinnati area, my Redders, they are a triple-pronged set of themes. Number one, you have to have had a part in the Reds organization at the major league level. That is one way of getting in on my theme team. A second way is if you grew up in the area, okay? If you were a native of the 8-county Cincinnati greater metro area, which consists of 3 counties in northern Kentucky, 1 county in southeast Indiana, and 4 counties here in Ohio. If you were from any one of those 8 counties, then you qualified to be on my theme team. Now, the third branch of that is if you played college ball here in the metro area. That's how I ended up with Sandy Koufax on my team, because he played his college baseball at the University of Cincinnati. So that's how I got him. How did I get Wade Hoyt? When he was a Pirate and a Yankee, he was the Reds' radio voice for quite a number of seasons. So that's how I got Wade Hoyt. I am shooting for his perfect card to be one of the next ones that I pick up. Joe Nuxhall was a Red. He grew up in the area, 1 county away in the city of Hamilton, which is the county seat of Butler County, which is also in the metro area. And he was also the Reds' radio voice for all those years alongside Marty Brennaman. And I think there was another voice in there. It might have been Al Michaels, who was Joe Nuxhall's first partner when Joe became part of the radio team. So I think it was, I believe it was Al Michaels that was a radio man with Joe Nuxhall. And then when Al Michaels left Cincinnati, that's when Marty Brennaman came in, and the rest is history from there. So Joe Nuxhall qualified on quite a number of fronts. Tom Seaver, of course, was famous for being a Red for a while. I'm looking to get, okay, I already have the stronger Johnny Vandermeer card. I had his silver card in there for a while, but I upgraded him to a diamond. There is a diamond Johnny Vandermeer out there, so I got him. Hunter Green, this is his future legend card. I've got him in the end of my bullpen right now. Jim Maloney deserves better than a silver card. I'd love to see a better Jim Maloney card come out so I can put him on my team. But I've got Ernie Lombardi in there. It is an 87 gold catcher. He displaced 91 diamond Ed Bailey behind the plate, because Ernie Lombardi, take a look at his catcher arm. He's playing second string behind Johnny Bench, obviously, with his perfect rating. But look at that 93 catcher arm from Ernie Lombardi. His catcher ability is a little bit downhill, but look at that arm. That arm is absolute killer. So Ernie Lombardi, as an 87, displaced 91 Ed Bailey as Johnny Bench's backup on the team. So I've got Randy Myers, okay, from the Nasty Boys days back in 1990, 1991. The last time the Reds won a World Series was back in 90. Jose Rijo from the same era. Then let's see who else in here was from just about that time. Well, everybody knows the Big Red Machine. Who do I have here from the Big Red Machine? I've got, let's see here. Hang on a second. Big Red Machine. That would be Johnny Bench. That would be Tony Perez. It would be Little Joe Morgan. It would be Davey Concepcion. It would be Ken Griffey Sr., not Jr., okay? Jr. Displaced his old man on here. And George Foster, of course, was part of the Big Red Machine. So the BRM is well represented here. So I've got a whole bunch of nice Reds cards on here. Besides going after the perfect Wade Hoyt card, I'm going after the perfect Joey Votto card that just came out not too terribly long ago. So 2 other perfect cards that I'm shooting for perfect Ted Kluszewski, so that I can have Tony Perez and Ted Kluszewski at first base, and maybe move Joey Votto into a DH situation. I'd love to see that. Big Clue and Doggy Perez, yeah, they would make one hell of a first base combo there. Okay, Laptop Hound picked up Joey Votto on 2 of your teams this week. His price has dropped. Well, hopefully he might be the one I go for next. We'll see. But thanks for that heads up there, Lap. We appreciate it. Okay? Okay, let's see. I'm going for Votto's perfect card. I'm going for Wade Hoyt's perfect card. The one of the perfects I'm going for, as I just said, is Ted Kluszewski. And another perfect that I'm going for that you may not think has a connection to this theme team, but it's Jim Bunning. Jim Bunning never wore a Reds uniform. He was never part of the Reds broadcast team, but he grew up in suburban Campbell County, Kentucky, in a little town called Southgate, the southern part of Campbell County that has the city of Newport, which is directly across the Ohio River from downtown Cincinnati. The city of Newport, Kentucky, is the county seat of Campbell County, of which Southgate is a part. So Jim Bunning grew up in Southgate, Kentucky, part of the Cincinnati metro area. But that's not the only way he qualifies. He played his college ball at Xavier University, also here in Cincinnati, which happens to be the undergraduate alma mater of one of my daughters. She was there between the years of the fall of 2002 through the spring of 2006. She graduated in 2006. So she was there, and here's a nice piece of trivia for you. If you remember the Xavier basketball team from back in 2006, I do believe. Wait a minute, no, 2004. 2004, Xavier's men's basketball team made it to the Elite Eight and came this close to knocking off Duke for a spot in the Final Four. So anyway, Duke got away with murder in that ball game. The refs let them commit foul after foul after foul. There was one game where a Xavier player got elbowed in the nose by somebody swinging the elbows around, and they did not call a foul on the Duke player that was doing the aggressiveness with the elbows. Okay, he was trying to get the Xavier player to leave him alone, got him to leave him alone, but only after he bashed him in the nose, and it wasn't called. But anyway, yeah, that was probably the most egregious non-call in the entire game. But the refs saw it Duke's way pretty much the whole way. But Duke got to go to the Final Four, and Xavier bowed out in the Elite Eight. My daughter, the Xavier grad from 2006, was the pep band conductor during that final, March Madness run that Xavier put on in 2004. She was the pep band conductor. We have incriminating video of her on TV broadcasts that were regional and national in scope. So yeah, we do have the VHS video evidence of same said daughter conducting the Xavier pep band, which was at that time a student conducted band. The main band director at Xavier, a guy who has since left there, but a fellow by the name of Norman Parr, he had the pep band under his wing, but he did not conduct them in basketball games. It was up to the student conductors to do that. So my daughter got to do that, which was kind of a fun thing. So I've got another sim coming in this theme team league. What do we got going here? I want to see something good. Okay, show me something good. It's too late for my team to do anything good. because we're going to end up with that final loss any way I look at it. I'm hoping that the Negro League All-Stars, they are going to do more than just qualify for a trip up to silver. I want to see what that playoff tree looks like. And no, they're taking it on the chin. There is Space Lion Bear right there with his Metropolitans really taking it to the Negro League All-Stars, 3 games to zip. And over here we have a little bit more exciting setup with the East Tennessee Appalachians, also owned by Space Lion Bear, tied up with the Baltimore Oh My O's 2-2 in this conference final. Wouldn't it be something if the Metropolitans get here and the Appalachians get here, so Space Lion Bear would be guaranteed of a World Series title one way or the other, because his 2 teams would be in the World Series. So yeah, that'll be kind of cool to see if they happen to make it. So we'll maybe check in with them a little bit later on today. So that's enough of Theme Teamville, and you've seen just about everything there is to see on my team. And we'll get out of here. The refs always let Duke get away with murder, Heath DG says. Coming from a lifelong ACC basketball fan, there you go. Okay. Oh gosh, Hughes, man, he sold a Bunning yesterday. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Yeah, Jim Bunning is one that I need. I need his perfect card, but thanks for the thought. Okay, yeah, I still have Bunning that I'm going for. So it's really 4 perfect cards that I'm shooting for right now. I'm shooting for Bunning, I'm shooting for Klazuski, I'm shooting for the perfect Votto, and I'm shooting for the perfect Wade Hoyt. Those 4 cards will play eventually on my theme team. So anyway, it'll be fun to see once I do get them. But thanks for the kind thought there, Hughes, man. If you'd known, we could have maybe arranged a sale. Okay? Because back then, I might have had a little bit of money to deal. So, but I spent $60K to get... oh, no, that was on the other account. I haven't spent anything out on this account yet. I still have $36K left to spend. So I could have spent all that $36K on your Jim Bunning if you were willing to go that low. I don't even know what Bunning is going for. Let me see here. Let's find out what Jim Bunning is going for. I was looking at my Mo Rivera last. He's got a worth on him of over 200K. Where is he? Oh, they didn't put one on here. They don't put the L10 in the card shop, but they do the buy orders in there. But I think you saw from my version of the card, he has an L10 of over 200K. So I spent that the 60K to get 200K on Mr. Rivera on my other account. So I'm getting out of here. I want to take a look and see what Jim Bunning is going for. And Jim Bunning is going for 135. So I probably would not have enough to satisfy the 135. I don't even have enough to satisfy L10. But I could at least save up for him. But I don't see, I wouldn't even ask that of you there, Hughes man, to ask you to go so low to reach my level of immature treasury, so to speak, just so I can grab hold of a Bunning. But I would otherwise be able to use him if you were able to make a hookup with me based on if I was able to offer you enough money to make it worth your while, because I would certainly want to make it worth your while to put that Bunning up for sale for my benefit. So thanks for the kind thought. Appreciate it much. So let's get out of here. I think we're pretty much full up on our spamming. Now I've got one more to go. Let's go ahead and do another Ace of Iron. Okay. Yes, I got in there just before they filled up. They still got one more spot to fill up. So anyway, I think we missed an ad break. In fact, I know we missed an ad break. Let's go ahead and take ad break number 2 right now and call it a day on the ad breaks. I think I've just about had it with the ads today. So here's ad break number 2. Let's hear a word from our sponsors. Okay, gang, we have returned from Advertisingville, and it looks like, yes, the advertisers are picking up a little bit more on the demand side, because I've been seeing ads on my alternate Twitch account going on my El Cheapo laptop up here, up above my little old head, and as I look up to see them, they're still running a Pizza Hut ad. Oh no, I'm sorry, that's a Papa John's ad. Well, anyway, yeah, you're right. The buy order of 81K would kind of kill that. Okay, Coach Ruffy. Okay, OTP Network in syndication in over 15 countries. Wow, stay tuned. Hey, thanks for the plug there, Coach Ruffy. I don't know if I'd go so far as to call it the Gorgo Show, because it's really as much about the community as much about the content that I do, I think. The community is what makes this channel cook, in my estimation. That's why I appreciate everybody being here to add to the mix and see what kind of trouble we can get each other into these days. Now, yesterday I got into a little bit of trouble. And I heard back from one channel through a private messaging ground that maybe I went a little bit overboard with that one card that I made a semi-sexual reference to, but we won't go there. We won't mention it anymore, and I'll try my best to keep it a little bit more PG-13 in here, because that one was more R-rated than it was anything else. But I thought it was funny, given the fact that this particular card came up and it inspired a lame attempt at humor. So if anybody had their feathers ruffled as a result of that reference yesterday, apologies are very much in order, and they are in place. So anyway, let's go beyond the great beyond and go see what happened with team number 3 that used to be my juggernauts, and they are now the Finneytown Wildcats, which is what this team here in number 2 slot used to be. Let's go visit them. Hang on a second. I think if I sit up a little better, let me adjust my seat, because I'd be slipping down in the world. There we are. Seat is adjusted. Now let's see if I can see the keys this time. And we're going to do team number 3, and the password for that is this, and there. These guys came close to qualifying for playoffs, but they did not quite make it. So I've got Iron Best of 5. I spam with these guys. So there's 1 on them. Let's see how my boys ended up. And they've picked up 7 packs of their own since yesterday. So they've had a decent little bout of pack acquisition of their own. Excuse me. Oh, there we go. The chipmunk's back. And I'm close to being able to buy another pack. Come on, game. Gosh, it's taking a while. Okay, the Circle of Doom has shown up. Okay, here's how we ended up. And we go straight to the standings. And here I am down here in the NC West. I came in second in the division, 5 games away from the Uxbridge Tigers lead. They ended up winning the division, owned by Otto Velez. Okay, flying a Canadian flag, I might add, and Laptop Hound would appreciate that. My division was won by a Canadian. And I came in second to them. And look at how close I came to the wild card. I went through a little bit of a losing spate late in the day. I was thicker in the running for a wild card slot. In fact, I was at one point in time even tied for the division lead yesterday. I was tied for the division lead yesterday for a very, very brief time before I faltered late, and Uxbridge took advantage of that, and they ended up running away with it 5 games up on the old fart here. But 80 and 82, not too bad. That means I get to survive in bronze another season. This team is also in bronze, just like my my theme team. They're residing in different bronze leagues because I keep them intentionally separate. But if they ever end up in the same league together, it'll be entirely by accident, because The theme team utilizes the friend list to determine its league, and this team does not do anything other than find me a random league to be in. So if they ever end up in the same league, it'll be a kind of a happy accident, maybe a not so happy accident. Depends on how much one team affects the outcome of the other. So anyway, I'm looking to maybe pick me up some more perfect points here and maybe buy myself another pack, because we won't be opening packs today. Like I said, we're going to save those until Wednesday. Next Wednesday is our next pack ripping session at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Let me take a little look and see if the game has changed. Okay, the Bengals lead has been cut from 14-0. It is now 17-7 with a little over a minute left in the first half. So, yeah, the Bengals defense did give up a touchdown, but the Bills defense has yielded a field goal. So maybe they're starting to tone down the Cincinnati offense a little bit. They don't have any more touchdowns in addition to the first two they opened the scoring with. It was 14-0 Bengals to begin with. And I suppose, depending on when the field goal happened, let's see. The Bengals have the ball. Oh, 1st and 10 on the Buffalo 33. They are, I dare say they're within field goal range, so they could make this 20-7. I would say rather quickly, but they still have a little over a minute. They got a minute and 11 to go before the first half comes to a close. So the Bengals are 1st and 10 at the Buffalo 33. Now, oh, wait a minute. What happened? Joe must have gotten sacked or something. They're all the way back to the Cincinnati 41 now. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Took them out of field goal range like right now, didn't they? But it's 1st and 10. It almost had to have been a penalty or something. I'll bet you anything it had to be a penalty for it to remain first down and for them to lose that much yardage. Yeah, had to be. 9, yeah, it sounds like about a 15-yarder or perhaps a little more, depending on spot, whether it was a spot foul or what. So yeah, we'll see how that one plays out. But they're on their own 41 now. We still have a minute and 1 second left to go in the first half. So Bengals are still ahead, 17-7. All right, so that's what we're looking like. Got a sim coming in. I think we have time to do an historical challenge today. Before we say sayonara, I think I'll probably let you guys out a little early because we have a little bit of stuff to do in the kitchen today. But we won't leave without taking a look at some other channels and see if anybody is playing the game right now, and we will raid them in a dutiful fashion when the time comes for us to say goodbye to you folks at this particular point in the juncture. So I'm hoping to get at least a few more minutes in. Let's take a moment or two, go back to the main team, and let's get the historical challenge cooking and see if I can get myself a pack. Because the last pack action that I saw on these guys was Thursday morning, this past Thursday morning, and more than 72 hours have transpired since then. I could do a pack here on this third team, but I ended up going a little bit later on Thursday, so I'm going to wait until tonight to do the Wildcats and the Marauders do their historical challenge packs. I'll do them this evening after supper, and then if I do it on the main number one team during the stream, then we'll be well within the 72-hour window, because it's only every 72 hours that you can pick up an historical challenge pack. And we've met the 72-hour window on both sides of everything. So let's get out of here, and we will make it back to, let's see, can I spam another Iron Best of 5? No, I can't. I have to wait until one more fills up. But that's okay, because this team sucks anyway. So we can get out of here and go back to the main team. Yeah, that tournament team C is a packs only team. They don't buy cards. and they stink a little bit as a result. I'm thinking next game cycle, when Perfect Team 24 comes along, I'm not going to do packs only anymore. It's going to be everybody for himself. Okay, so I've got, 2 Ace of Bronzes I still need to spam here. Let's see. There's one. Okay, by the time we get through the historical challenge, maybe I will be able to spam my 3rd tournament. So let's go ahead and do that. Here's how you do it. In case you've never seen it happen before, we'll give you a real quick tutorial on how I do it. Okay, you go into New Historical Game over here, right smack dab in the middle of your left menu. The OOTP out of the Park Baseball menu, and here I will say Challenge Mode. Yes, enable Challenge Mode. And I've already chosen, and it retains the stuff. It will persist once you choose an era and choose a year. It will stay there the next time you bring it up until you change it. And then it'll remain the same on that until you turn around and change it. I don't want to play as anything except the 1927 Yankees because they pump out achievements like none other. Achievements are what drive the possibilities of you getting a pack from the historical challenge. Any achievement that you get, any achievement that pops up with a middle of the screen notification, any single achievement can generate a pack for you. Most of the time it'll be a standard pack. Sometimes if the RNG gods are seeing things in your favor, you might get a gold pack thrown at you. But you do only get to earn 1 free pack every 72 hours via this method. Okay, so I always play as the 1927 Yankees. I've got my era chosen, I've got my year chosen in the drop downs. I don't change anything else. I move on to the next part. It has to import some data at this point. Hitting is timing, pitching is upsetting timing. Very astute observation from Mr. Warren Spahn. Anything in chat? Okay, for challenge mode, yes. Revan fans saying that someone said to try the 1936 Yankees. Interesting. Okay. Nice. Woo. Glad to hear that, Heath DG. Yes. Yes. Glad to hear that you were able to get yourself a decent card out of your challenge pack. So I, being the old fart that I am, I like to do 2 time frames. So I use the same 2 time frames every week so that I'm not locked into the the strict 72 hour thing. I go on Sunday. I go on Wednesday night through Thursday morning. I have a Sunday one, I have a midweek one, and then I have my next Sunday one. 72-hour windows in between all of them. Okay. Now here I click on the bottom of these top 2 and it automatically clicks the top. I don't need anything else because I'm not doing minor leagues. Otherwise this looks a lot like base game, which is essentially what it is. But it's an historic simulation of a baseball season as a particular team. So you're choosing an era, you're choosing a year. Next, you get to choose a team. Now, I have to make it through a few other steps here. Now, here's where I get to save my save game setup. So I'm going to go with today's date, 2023-0122, and it is now 4:22 in the afternoon. So I like to put a date and a time on it, and I like to save the game once a virtual month. Okay, you see I've already got, oh wait, something happened to my first name. My first name should be Old Sparky. It's a nod to Sparky Anderson, my favorite Reds manager. This is supposed to be his pappy, who was born way back in March of 1887. And he would have been 42 years old 1927. No, he would have been 40 years old back in 1927. So at the time this team is set to play, the manager, old Sparky, is 40 years old. He would be the daddy of the Sparky Anderson that we knew from the Big Red Machine era. So this is my little nod to one of my favorite pieces of Reds history. All right, so now we're ready to move on. Everything is set. And the reason I use year, month, day up there is so that it sorts stuff in that order. Now I get to choose the Yankees. 1927 New York Yankees. I know it's a lousy New York accent, but I'm not really going for authenticity. All I want's a pack. All I want is a pack. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, we have to do a little bit more data importing here, so it takes maybe about a minute. That's got to be another Harris Heller tune. Yes, it is. Okay, now we get to configure the continue button, because we're going to be living on this continue button, and we're going to try to get it to simulate an entire week of baseball at a time. So I've got to configure it to do that. So I uncheck everything because I don't need any of these interruptions, because they're not of interest to my main goal, which is only to win a pack. And now here I take the autoplay length between during the regular season. I don't want to play 1 day at a time. That'll take forever. Every time I hit the continue button, I only get 1 day. No, I want to get an entire week. The most I can choose is an entire week. So that's what I do, is set that drop down for a week. So it says 1 week on the 2 drop downs. Then I say, okay. And now we can go ahead and keep on moving. Now it's going to simulate days of action going on in the preseason, and when we're ready for opening day, it'll stop and tell me so. Okay. It was a live diamond, but still, yeah, still 4K. A diamond is a diamond of whatever variety it is. Every little bit helps. It's particularly fun when the Reds win the National League and they get to play the Yankees in the World Series, because the playoff structure in 1927 is extremely simple. The winner of the National League plays the winner of the American League in the World Series, and that is it. One series for all the marbles. All they have to do to qualify for that is win their league, their respective leagues. So now we're ready for opening day. The regular season starts today, so let's get on going. And we're going to hit the continue button and watch how fast a week of baseball takes to happen here. Boom. That's 1 week's worth of achievements, 1 week's worth of baseball, that quickly. So I'm going to be zipping, and you can see I got one achievement. I had to click through it. You'll have a variety of things, most of them personal messages or other achievements that you have to click through, but you'll know for sure when that pack arrives, if and when it does. A very small percentage of the time, you have to play an additional season to get yourself a pack. But I have a nice little set of achievements going so far, so it's pumping out achievements at a decent rate so far. 2 more achievements there, still no pack. Okay, got a bunch of stuff to click through, and nothing here, no achievement that week. Hey, look there. You see what I see? Take a look right here behind it. There's my pack. My pack has arrived, so let me go ahead and let's finish out the season as quickly as we can. That means I'm going to be zipping through all these continue buttons and anything I have to click through in the middle. I have my pack. I have to wait 72 hours before I can get another one on this account. And it's not per license. It's per account. Okay, we'll zip right through. Because right now we don't care how the Yankees do. They could lose out as far as I care. I got my pack, and that's what I came here for. So we're going as fast as we can. And look at, we're already almost through June. You can see the date up here, just to the right of the words MLB season. Okay. It tells you where we are on the calendar. I'm now in July of 27. Okay, there's that week. Nothing there. Keep going. Another week passes by. Okay. Okay. Oh, I finished the season? Okay. Because the next time I go into it, Reverend Fan, I see your question. I have to finish it, or the next time I go into the historical challenge, it'll pick me up where I left off. It makes me finish it. It does force you to finish. I cannot leave. At least that's by the best of my knowledge, because that I found it out rather early back in Perfect Team 21 that I had to finish a challenge or else risk rerunning it in the middle. If anybody knows a way around that, I don't know. So I'd appreciate it if you share the info. Babe Ruth always hits his 400th home run in 1927. So there's one achievement you can always count on. Yeah, because the one and only time I tried it, I came back and it says you have another game in progress. You have to keep going and finish it up. Unless they've changed the rules of the game, they make you complete what you started, and it only takes around 5 minutes for each season. So it's not like they're asking for a whole lot of skin off your rump. They're not asking for much. If I'm really zipping through this thing, I can get through it in about 5 minutes. And by the time we're done with this historical simulation here, or historical challenge, I should say, we should be at halftime in the Bengals-Bills game. Okay. Okay, the season is over. Let's play a World Series. Hey, and they reproduced real life. The real life 1927 Yankees swept the Pirates 4-0 in the real 1927 World Series, and they have just duplicated that feat. Now, I'm going to go ahead now that the World Series is over and we get the end of season awards here. There will be some, that is after the World Series awards, that will come up. And there we go. Season over, owner goals, that sort of thing. We are done with the season, but we still have some postseason awards to play it through. If you haven't already earned a pack, you could ostensibly earn some pack, or earn that one pack with the postseason awards like Rookie of the Year, Cy Young, Manager of the Year, Platinum Stick, Reliever of the Year, Great Glove, that sort of thing. They are all awarded by December 4th. So I fast forward now to December 4th, which is the fastest I can get to that particular juncture. Okay, so it takes a little while to simulate all those days. There's no baseball being played, but there's all kinds of behind-the-scenes action supposedly taking place. Okay. Oh, I see. 5 minutes every 3 days for 6 months adds up to real time. Oh, yes, it does. But it's the way that you eat a whale is one bite at a time, and it's one little nibble at a time. So I got some postseason awards. But compared to what you normally do to get yourself a pack, you invest 15 minutes in watching a drop. That adds up to real time after a while. I would dare say I'd rather spend my 5 minutes to get a pack than 15 minutes to get a pack. Wouldn't you agree? Okay, so we are done here. This particular thing is done. I can stick a fork in it. Let's take... No, I promised no more ad breaks. let me see what's going on here. I got another tournament I can spam. I'll try to get a halftime score for you here. I want to see what's going on with my Bengals. Now I'll get to watch me a second half of football while I'm reverse searing that sous vide steak. All right, let me see here. The score is at halftime. It is still 17-7. Cincinnati is up by 10 at the half. So the Buffalo Bills record, their home field advantage may be going by the wayside if this manages to hold up. But I'm looking for Buffalo to do some adjustments at halftime and see if they can come back with a little bit better shot to hit Cincy between the eyes with that best shot that they have to give. And I'm sure that they have not given their best shot yet. But then again, the Bengals maybe haven't given their best shot yet either, based on coverages and things that they observed in the first half. So let's see how the second half of football comes out. And I think right now is about a good time as any to go ahead and call her quits for today. Let me see if I can find another channel for us to raid. So bear with me a moment here while I go looking, because I do want to get to the kitchen and get started working on that beef roast, that 2.25 pound chuck roast in there that should come out as tender as anything you ever had in your life because of the long time that's been cooking in the sous vide in its own juices. And not only will it cook to perfection, I'll get some juices there that I can make my own au jus with, au jus I should say, or I could make some killer gravy with it. I'm thinking about saving the leftovers out of the roast and going and grabbing me some mushrooms tomorrow in the store, some fresh mushrooms, and cut those babies down and make a mushroom gravy to go on the leftover beef. And oh my gosh, it will be heavenly. It will be heavenly. And keto friendly as all get out. So let's see if anything is going on in Twitch land and see if there's another channel running out there. And if there is, then we will gladly pull a raid on that channel. And it looks like Nershabanko is running. So we are going to do a raid onto Nersh straight away, okay? Oh, wait a minute. We haven't run the giveaway yet. Ta-da! No. You didn't miss the giveaway. We're going to do the giveaway. Yes, Eleanor Frisbee, I do like prosciutto. Okay, that's another good topper for beef. Yes, I forgot the 25-pack giveaway. Let's do that. Let's do that thing. Let's get to another screen where I can do that, okay? I want to I got to give somebody 25 standard packs. So let's get ready and do this thing, okay? Yes. Then we'll go raid Nershabanko, okay? Okay. Yes. Let's see. Where do I have to go to get that giveaway started? Right here is where I need to go to get that giveaway started. And here's the rules. You use one of two commands. You can use !enter or !ticket. Do not put a number afterwards, regardless of what Stream Elements tells you to do in its chat contribution when the giveaway starts. Don't pay attention to that at all. !ticket without a number or !enter without a number, and that will get you in. Try to enter more than once, it'll kick you out. Put a number after the command, it'll kick you out, and you won't be able to be in the drawing for that particular day. So here we are. I'm going to paste it into place from last week. That's exactly half an hour from our last ad break, and I'm not doing another ad break. I'm doing my giveaway. So we're getting ready to start this thing. We'll let it run for a couple of minutes or so. Hopefully catch it before it runs too much into the or so part. But we are starting right now. Okay. The giveaway is active. It is open. So !ticket or !enter. Only one command and one command only. Whatever you enter with, it will take it. I see on Cemetery in there, we are up to 11 entries already. We have 107 people in chat right now. So if you're not listening, you're missing out on a chance to win 25 standard packs. And once we're done with this, I'll hit the winner up with a Twitch whisper to find out what OOTP account name, that is the name under which you log into the account that you want to get the points, or not the points, the packs. you give me the manager name, and that's where I tell OOTP to send those packs to. Okay? We're up to 18 entries, and we have a little less than a minute to go. I think I'll let it run over 2 minutes because by the time I started it, and actually put it out there for you guys to get into it, it told me the 20 seconds had already transpired. So I'm going to let it run until about 2:20. So we have about a minute and 40 seconds left. Okay. Okay, we have about 35 seconds left. Only 20 entries out of 108 people in chat. 21 entries, okay. Eddie the Jet just got in there. 25 standard packs to the winner. 15 seconds left. And we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The giveaway is closed. The giveaway is closed. 21 entries in there. Let's draw a winner and see who comes home with 25 standard packs. And the winner is KR Parker 87. Congratulations, you have just won 25 standard packs courtesy of Out of the Park Developments. Congratulations. Glad to see that we got ourselves a first time winner in the giveaway. So thanks everybody for entering. Now KR Parker, stay there in Twitch because I'm going to hit you up with a whisper here any moment now. Hang on please, okay? Okay, it's too late to enter now. Okay, KR Parker got in there. Okay, who won last week? Ooh, I got to think about that. I can't think who the winner was last week. But KR Parker, okay, hang on a second. Okay, I'm going to shoot you a whisper. A whisper is going to give you a spot either in one of two places. There are two places here. There's going to be over to the in the top right hand corner of the Twitch screen where you're watching the stream right now. Just to the left of my picture, you'll see something that looks a little bit like you'll see a box that says Get Bits, and just to the left of that is like a little bubble. That little bubble is the whisper bubble. You click on that and it'll give you the whisper. And inside the whisper, I am asking you for the manager name that you want your 25 packs to go to in OOTP. Okay? Okay, and you can also look at the very bottom of the screen, the bottom right, just to the left of the chat area. If you see a purple bar down there with my name on it, it's telling you that it's me trying to communicate with you. Okay? Okay. KR Parker, are you there? Please answer your Twitch whisper with your manager name that you want the accounts to go to, or the packs to go to. I can't remember who won last week, Eleanor Frisbee. Let me see if I can tell you that. I can't see it from this screen. I'd have to totally kill the giveaway that we're currently in. Okay, KR Parker 87, please answer the Twitch whisper. I need to know your manager name so I know where to send the packs. KR Parker 87, where are you? Okay. If they don't answer in another minute or so, if they need to answer either in the chat or answer my whisper. KR Parker 87, where are you? If they don't answer here very soon, I will have a re-roll. That's why I don't want to close out the giveaway to find out who won last week. Okay. KR Parker 87, where are you? Okay, we're going to give you 20 more seconds. 15. 10. KR Parker 87, where are you? I'm really sorry to say it. It's the first time we've had to do a re-roll in a while, but we are going to do a re-roll, and we're going to pick another winner from those who got to enter the contest. But KR Parker 87, you had a chance, and I'm afraid it kind of passed you by. So we're going to draw another winner. Be ready? Here we go. All right, we're going to draw our second drawing, and the winner here will be Eleanor Frisbee. Wondering who won last week? Guess what, buddy? You win this week. Congratulations to Eleanor Frisbee. Okay? Okay. Didn't you win last week? I think you did win last week, didn't you? Didn't you? That would be 2 weeks in a row, buddy. Congratulations. In which case, I'm ready to bet that I've still got your username on file. Okay? Okay? Ha ha. That sounds like, yeah, but not too many people entered. Yes, okay, so, yes, this was last week. So, Eleanor Frisbee, you're going to go with the same account name that we used last week? Are we going to use the same name? Or do you want a different account to get the packs this time? Okay, same account name, so that's what we're going to do. See, because by the time winner number 1 didn't answer in time, I had to re-roll it, and there were only 20 people left. We only had 21 people enter in to begin with. So yes, so Eleanor Frisbee will be getting his stuff sent to the same account. So he is now a 2-time winner of the 25 packs. Okay, which is great. Cubs fan 23 Steve, I think, has won a giveaway 4 or 5 times. I've lost count on Cubs fan 23 Steve. But that's another story. But Eleanor Frisbee, thanks everybody for entering the contest, and thanks a lot for spending time with the old fart today. We are just about ready to call her quits before we, what I need to do is send you off to go visit Nurse Shabanko. And I need to readjust my seat. Okay, there we go. Now we're up. All right, so now if I type this correctly, I think I'll do better. Okay, there we go. I've got it spelled right. So we're going to start the raid. You'll see the raid starting in chat. At least you should be seeing it in chat. We're getting ready to send, I would say, over 100 people. No, it looks like we're going to stop with 96. 96 people we're sending over to Nurse's channel. So it's Gorgo 2005, rounding third and heading for home. Thanks a lot for spending time with the old fart today. We appreciate it. And the only thing I have left to say at this point is, who dey? Who dey? Who dey think gonna beat them Bengals? Nobody. Go Bengals. Okay, take care, guys. All of you have a great rest of the day. We'll catch up with you later, hopefully Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. So off we go to La La Land, and we're going to send you off to raid Nurse Shabanko. Take care and give him all the Gorgo love you can. Bye-bye now.